Next, we have the Luigi's Mansion stage. This stage is a miniaturized version of the mansion that Luigi explores in the game of the same name, filled with spooky ghosties and ghoulies. When all characters are outside of the mansion interior, it will fade so that the exterior of the mansion is in view, and then it'll fade back in showing the rooms while there are characters inside. The rooms visible are all also miniaturized references of actual rooms found in the mansion, though obviously with some clear differences because they are a fraction of the size. Directly in the center, taking up both the first and second stories, we have the foyer, the main entrance into the mansion. On the left side, second story, we have the nursery, the room that belongs to Chauncey, one of the boss ghosts of the game. On the left side, ground floor, we can see the kitchen, which has the same sink, shelves, stove, and cupboard, though in the actual game it's much deeper in the mansion and you wouldn't be able to see it from the front. On the right side, second story, you'll find the study, the room that belongs to Neville. This is a drastically different location, as the study in Luigi's Mansion is on the left side near the nursery. Lastly, on the right side ground floor is the ballroom, another room that is quite out of place. This is where you take on the floating whirlindas. Each story of the house is held up by these 4 posts, which can be attacked and, when they've taken enough damage, will collapse and cause that section of the house to be completely destroyed. When this happens, a bunch of boos will appear and then vanish as if they came out of the house, which is possibly a reference to the mechanic of boos that hide inside furniture and objects in Luigi's Mansion. Our next Super Mario stage is Mushroomy Kingdom. In Brawl, this stage has 2 completely different forms, a 1-1 form and a 1-2 form. Both variants of this stage are 1-to-1 creations of the first 2 levels of Super Mario Bros. The only exception is that there are no shortcuts available, so pipes or hidden blocks will not lead you anywhere, so you can't access bonus rooms. Both forms of this stage look totally run down, with 1-1 given a desolate desert theme, and 1-2 given a sort of hidden ruins vibe. According to the Brawl Dojo website, the ancient vibe was chosen for Mushroomy Kingdom to indicate just how long it had been since Super Mario Bros. Had been released, with Brawl coming out 23 years after the release of Super Mario Bros. Both forms of this stage are auto side-scrollers. Additionally, they loop infinitely, so that when the flagpole or end pipe are reached, the stage naturally approaches the beginning of the level again. Like previous Super Mario series stages, hitting item blocks while items are enabled will result in a random item popping out of them. Under normal circumstances, the form you get when selecting this stage is completely random. However, you can force one form or the other by holding down a button while selecting the stage. While 1-1 has returned in future Smash games, for some reason 1-2 never returned after Brawl, leaving 1-1 the de facto standard form of Mushroomy Kingdom. Next up, we have the stage known as Mario Circuit. This stage is a rather basic Mario Kart inspired stage that loops around in a figure 8. One part of the stage has the track on the bottom, while the upper half has platforms that serve as jump ramps for the upper part of the track. Actual kart racers also appear on this stage, all of which are Shy Guys. These racers can be hit with attacks or can slam into players as they drive past. All of the drivers being Shy Guys is likely a reference to the download play features in both Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 7, where a friend could play with you locally on their system without owning the game, only capable of racing as a Shy Guy. The figure 8 design of this stage is taken from Figure 8 Circuit in Mario Kart DS, with similar elements existing in both the game and the stage. In fact, this is even more evident in Ultimate, where the stage was literally renamed to Figure 8 Circuit to avoid confusion with other similarly named stages. In the background, we can see a big Jumbotron, which indicates where the racers on the track currently are, as well as their placements. This idea was taken from the same feature in Mario Kart DS, where you could see a full track overview and current placements on the bottom screen